Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC B1026 indicates a malfunction in the passenger's door lock switch, which can impede the locking mechanism. This issue primarily affects the front passenger's door lock switch, a critical component responsible for controlling the door lock functions via electrical signals. The passenger's door lock switch is usually located on the door panel of the front passenger side. This switch sends signals to the Body Integrated Control Unit, MICU, which interprets these signals to actuate the door locks. When diagnosing this error, it is crucial to ensure that all components involved are functioning properly, as the malfunction could also lead to other issues within the keyless entry system. The troubleshooting protocol must be followed closely to accurately identify the root cause of the problem. The B1026 code signifies that the passenger's door lock switch is malfunctioning. This switch is vital because it activates the locking and unlocking of the door, preventing unauthorized access and ensuring passenger safety. When you press the switch, it sends electrical signals to the Body Integrated Control Unit, MICU, which controls the power door locks. The door lock switch is typically situated on the interior door panel, within easy reach of the passenger. If the switch is faulty, it may not send the correct signals, leading to problems with locking or unlocking the door. Accurate diagnosis is crucial, as a malfunctioning switch could be indicative of broader issues within the vehicle's electronic circuits. Several possible causes could result in the DTC B1026 error. A primary suspect is a faulty door lock switch itself. If this switch is defective, it will not send correct signals to the MICU, thus causing a malfunction. Another cause to consider is a short circuit in the wiring between the door lock switch and the MICU. This short circuit can disrupt the flow of electrical signals, preventing the normal operation of the locking system. Additionally, a faulty MICU can also be at the root of the issue, as it processes signals from various switches, including the passenger door lock switch. It is essential to evaluate each component methodically to pinpoint the failure. When dealing with the B1026 code, several symptoms may present themselves. The most obvious symptom is that the passenger's door lock may not operate correctly, making it difficult or impossible to lock or unlock the door through the switch. Another symptom could be a failure in the keyless entry system, leading to inconvenience for the vehicle owner. Drivers may also notice that the error code B1026 appears consistently during diagnostics, indicating an ongoing problem. Sometimes there may also be intermittent issues where the door lock operates sporadically. Understanding these symptoms is vital for technicians to effectively address the root cause and restore functionality. The first troubleshooting step for DTC B1026 is to clear the diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS. HDS is an essential tool that helps identify and clear fault codes stored in the vehicle's computer. This step is crucial because it will allow technicians to reset the system before conducting further diagnostics and to verify if the error persists. After clearing the codes, it becomes easier to diagnose if the issue is a persistent fault or an intermittent one. Understanding that clearing codes is not a solution, but part of a diagnostic process is essential for technicians. Proper maintenance of the HDS tool itself, such as software updates, may also affect diagnostic accuracy. In the second step of troubleshooting DTC B1026, the technician should turn the ignition switch to the lock position and then back to the on position. This action is crucial because it reestablishes communication between the vehicle's electronic systems and the HDS. Resetting the ignition helps in refreshing the vehicle's data and may also resolve momentary glitches within the system. It is important to ensure the switch reaches the correct positions to avoid any miscommunication during the diagnostics. Ignition states play a significant role in enabling different vehicle functions, including driver and passenger settings for electronic components, and must be performed accurately. For the third troubleshooting step, you need to operate the front passenger's door lock switch several times. This action tests the functionality of the switch and its ability to send the correct signals to the MICU. Observing the switch while operating it gives insight into whether it's mechanically sound or if it's stuck. A responsive switch suggests that the issue might lie elsewhere within the locking mechanism or wiring. Conversely, a lack of response could confirm that the switch is indeed faulty. This step also helps in assessing if the problem is intermittent or consistent, guiding the technician towards the next steps. In the fourth step, the focus shifts back to checking for DTCs using the HDS. After operating the door lock switch, it's vital to see if the B1026 code reappears. If the code is displayed again, this confirmation indicates that the system has a persistent issue, warranting further investigation. If the code does not appear, it could signify an intermittent failure, which means that the system may be working correctly at that moment. This step is crucial for determining the status of the door lock system and for deciding whether further troubleshooting is necessary. It is important to take note of any accompanying codes or issues that might indicate a broader problem. In the fifth step, you must ensure that the front passenger's door lock switch is in the neutral position, and then select the keyless transmitter option from the HDS. The selection of this option allows the technician to access specific data related to the keyless entry system and its components. Ensuring the switch is in the neutral position is essential to guarantee an accurate reading. The HDS will then allow access to the data list, which reveals the operational status of the door lock mechanism. This step is critical for diagnosing whether the keyless transmitter is effectively communicating with the MICU. Understanding the interaction between the keyless system and the door lock is essential to resolving the issue. In the sixth step, check the on-off information of the front passenger's door lock switch, lock, and front passenger's door lock switch, unlock, in the data list. This information is crucial for understanding if the switches are sending the appropriate signals. If both indicators are off, it implies that the problem may reside within the switch itself. Conversely, if either indicator is on, there's a clear indication that the switch is operational, and further troubleshooting is needed. This step aids in diagnosing whether the switch outputs are functioning correctly, and whether they are consistent with the expected behavior. Monitoring the live data precisely is a practical method for isolating the issue within the circuit. Step 7 involves disconnecting the front passenger's power window switch's 8P connector. This action is necessary as it helps to isolate the door lock switch from other electrical signals that could be affecting its performance. By removing the connector, technicians can ensure that they are diagnosing the lock switch independently without interference. Once the connector is disconnected, the technician should again check the on-off status of the door lock switch using the HDS. This step narrows down potential faults and helps in determining if the issue lies within the switch itself or if there is a communication problem with the MICU. In the 8th step, check the on-off information of the front passenger's door lock switch, lock, and front passenger's door lock switch, unlock, in the data list. Once more, after disconnecting the window switch. This verification step is crucial to monitor changes in the information indicator's status. If both indicators remain off, this points towards a likely faulty door lock switch. Hence, the next logical step would be to replace the front passenger's power window switch. If either indicator shows as on, then the issue lies elsewhere, necessitating further troubleshooting of additional system components. This step provides valuable feedback for advancing the diagnosis. In troubleshooting step 9, turn the ignition switch back to the lock position. This step is necessary for safety and to reset the vehicle's electronic systems before proceeding with further tests. After setting the ignition to lock, technicians will be prepared to test the wiring connections more accurately without the risk of short-circuiting. It establishes a controlled environment for the upcoming diagnostic steps involving electrical continuity tests. Ignition state involves significant checks in automotive diagnostics, as many electronic components become functionally dormant in the lock state, reducing variables that may affect testing outcomes. Proper procedure ensures reliability in diagnosis. As part of the 10th troubleshooting step, disconnect the under-fuse/relay box connector T34P. This step ensures safety during electrical diagnostics and allows for a thorough inspection of wiring. Disconnecting the fuse or relay box takes the load off the circuit, establishing a baseline measurement for continuity checks. This process is necessary before asserting that previous components have not caused a signal disruption. Evaluating the wiring between the connector and the power window switch in isolation will offer clarity regarding where the fault might lie. It emphasizes the importance of isolating sections of the circuit to avoid confusion when measuring continuity. For the 11th troubleshooting step, check for continuity between body ground and the front passenger's power window switch 8P connector terminals, number 1, lock, and number 6, unlock, individually. Doing this test evaluates the electrical integrity of the wires connected to these terminals. A continuity test assesses whether there is a complete path for electricity, which is crucial for effective operation. If continuity is present between the ground and either terminal, it indicates a short to ground in the lock or unlock wire, necessitating immediate repair. If there is no continuity detected, this points towards a possible fault in the MICU, suggesting that the under-fuse relay box may need replacement. Understanding electrical testing terminology, like continuity, can help in accurately diagnosing vehicle issues. In the 12th step, technicians will proceed with replacing the faulty door lock switch if both indicators were found off during the last continuity test. The door lock switch plays a vital role in the operation of the locking system, and replacing a defective one should restore normal functionality. It is critical to ensure that only OEM, original equipment manufacturer parts, are utilized for replacement to guarantee compatibility and reliability. Once replaced, perform a system reset and test the door lock functionalities thoroughly to confirm that the issue has been resolved. Keeping the wiring and connections intact during the replacement process is essential to avoid additional issues. Understanding the exact points of failure is key to successful repairs. After conducting repairs for the DTC B1026, performing final checks and tests is essential to ensure that all functions have returned to normal. This verification involves operating the passenger's door lock switch multiple times to confirm that the locking mechanism is working correctly. Additionally, testing the keyless entry system is imperative, as it is integral to ensuring the entire locking system functions seamlessly. If any issues persist, further investigation into the underlying circuit and components is necessary. Documenting these final tests provides a record that confirms the successful resolution of the fault. Proper verification helps in building confidence that the issue has been fully resolved, avoiding potential callbacks on the repair. While specific preventive maintenance measures were not explicitly mentioned for the B1026 code, Regular inspection of the wiring and electrical components is a best practice. Maintaining the integrity of wiring connections can prevent future issues related to electrical malfunctions. Routine checks of the door lock switches and their components will help catch early signs of wear, such as fraying or corrosion. Keeping the door lock mechanism lubricated aids in smooth operation and can prolong the life of electrical components. Additionally, educating the vehicle's owner about proper usage of electronic locking mechanisms ensures longevity. Regular inspections are vital in maintaining the overall health of the vehicle's locking system. In conclusion, the DTC B1026 indicates a malfunction in the passenger's door lock switch, and it's essential to follow the outlined troubleshooting steps carefully. Each step is designed to isolate and diagnose potential faults, ensuring thorough examination of the vehicle's electrical systems. The systematic approach not only helps identify the root cause, but ensures effective resolution of the issue. Post-repair verification is crucial to confirm the functionality of all related components, including the keyless entry system. By understanding the various elements at play, technicians can provide better service and improve the longevity of Honda Civic's locking systems. Engaging in periodic maintenance checks will further safeguard against such issues, ensuring a reliable driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.